Dignitas UK and fnatic will be able to have a similar match. We can only hope.
Yes. Well, we'll see what Zacubus can do now. He's obviously going to play a little bit slower approach here just to make sure he avoids all of those spam rockets. We've talked about that before, but it does give the defense time to set up, and it looks like so far some nice wall jumping action.
Nice little route here. Now, Zacubus is a very cerebral player. You know, he likes to utilize the map to the fullest, and we can see that already here. He's, oh, look at that.
Beautiful.
Death from above. Nice. Good job, Zacubus. That was sexy, dude. I'm just going to say that right
That's
now.
another top 5 play right there.
Yeah, he's like, well, he's kind of got to, you know, maybe win this attack round. You know.
Dude, I have not seen a single other player in all the Shootmania games I've watched take that attack route down.
Yeah, no, me neither. That's a unique one. And Zacubus isn't able to finish it off, but that was, you know, some impressive play there at the start. You know, he's taking an interesting route, you know, all the way up on the left side. He's using those wall jumps. It's always good to see players do that.
All right, well, now it's EP, and we'll see what he can get done, deciding that spam rockets are of no concern to him.
Yeah, just zipping right by right there, and he's going to take a pick over there on the right, but he actually didn't hit that shot, but he's going to kind of, he's in an interesting position here because now he's going into the, I was going to say he was getting sandwiched there by Fantastic, and Fantastic did capitalize right there, so it's always bad to have your back to a player like that, but he does end up killing that guy, who is Fantastic. He was like, man, you can't shoot me twice. I'm going to just take you out. But, you know, it didn't leave him in too great of a position here. Yeah,
Fantastic had a really nice heads-up play because he had actually jumped onto the laser pad there a second ago. And then as soon as he saw that, as soon as his teammates called that Yeepy was falling back, jumped off of it and got those 2 points when he was in the tunnel. So very nice awareness and good communication between the teammates there of Dignitas.
Yeah, very good. GP's got 5 seconds left now. It's going to be one-on-one, and he takes him out right there. Kills Zacubus. It's a good start for fnatic right there, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's another one of those players that's very cerebral. You know, he'll use the map to his advantage and try to outthink his opponents. And but now we got Fantastic here. He's kind of just doing a little dance before the jump pad. Still almost gets hit by some spam there, but nonetheless, he's made it across the little jump safely, and he's gonna kind of very nice right there. He's inching up his way on the right side. Does take that one guy down. It's gonna be a 2 defenders on 3 armor.
And it was a good show by Yeepy in the very first round, not to go down whenever he lost those 2 armors, as he actually came back and hit 3 lasers in a row to close out the set after losing those 2 armors right away. But Fantastic is in an amazing position now.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than this, does it?
No. He's sitting on the point, 3 armors to just 1 defender. Actually, already a good job by Strengths to zone him off of this. Whoa. And Strengths, with an amazing defensive round, lands 3 rockets in a row to take a 3rd consecutive round for fnatic.
Yeah, very nice right there by Strengths. You know, I mean, it is Strengths, so, you know, hey, what can you say? But very nice. He dodged a couple lasers and was able to kill all 3 of his armors right there. So very nice, very nice.
Now, Luxus can't let us down now. fnatic is looking for the clean sweep as they have had some very improbable rounds come back in their favor. Now, this may be the most improbable of all, as Luxus already loses 2 points of armor, and actually is just dead.
That was very quick right there by Dignitas. They said, no, we're not going to give you this match that easily. We're still in this. Now it's MVC.
Zacubus, when he played for the regular Dignitas squad, was always a proponent of rushdown strategies. He loved them on defense. Yeah. Was always very good at executing them, too. But we'll see how that feeds into the Dignitas UK perspective. MVC, split between these players and in a very bad situation.
Yeah, when you get surrounded like that, there's really not much you can do. It kind of just makes you look like a noob a little bit. But nonetheless, guys, some people will get put into situations like that.
Calling out MVC.
No, well, no, I mean, it just makes them look like a noob. I don't mean they actually are a noob, but when you get surrounded like that, it's just a recipe for domination. Is what I meant to say.
That's right.
So no offense, man. No offense.
No offense, you were just dominated. No. So Strengths now has a interesting position. This is one that you used to see a long time ago in trying to split the defenders, but hasn't actually been utilized in this match so far. Strengths then actually decides to, kind of a cool move, but it didn't pay off for him. He went up really far to try and pull the defenders away, and then circled back around to try and catch them as they were running back up to the front.
Yeah. Oh, and he had an open shot right there onto Fantastic, but he wasn't able to connect, and he's only down to 1 armor now. The point's about to be open. He's kind of like stuck over here. He does get a pretty good shot right there onto Fantastic, so there's only going to be 2 defenders left. He's going up towards the pole, but they already have great position, and they just finish him off right there.
Okay, so Dignitas is at least stabilized a little bit. They've staunch the bleeding. They've taken 2 of the last 3 rounds, but now they really have to land an attack round right here.
Yeah, they do. Zacubus, let's see if he's going to do some funky stuff here. Whoa, he's already doing something a little weird, but
yeah.
Let's see how it plays out.
Okay, I loved his high ground approach last time. Was very clever stuff. Ooh, Spam Rocket's still almost hitting him there. And
I think he decided to not jump right there because he knew he would have gotten hit by that Spam Rocket, so...
I love the use of terrain there, too. Instead of running all the way back to take the jump pad again, just wall jumps his way back up to the top.
Gotta love them wall jumps, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great addition to the game. He's down to 1 armor, though, and he just kind of gets owned right there by Luxus. He gets all 3 of them.
Yeah, Luxus not letting that one go very easily, but EP's on the attack, trying to swing things back into a dominant favor of fnatic.
Yeah, and here we go. He's going to just say, screw this spam. I don't care. I'm going to work my way up. He's really looking over there on the left side, trying to get that pick right now, but he's not peeking. So smart play by Dignitas.
Oh yeah, definitely. So Dignitas, you know, is also a team that was very good about switching it up between aggression and passive play on defense, and you can kind of see that right there, not going for the rushdown like they did in tech rounds in the past.
Yeah, that's always good too to be able to do both, because if you become too predictable in any game, really, it's just gonna allow the other team to, you know, formulate a strategy that is a direct counter to what you're doing. So you always want to be able to keep things, you know, you want to have the ability to change it up.
And looks like all 3 members of fnatic are really far forward here, and Fantastic is caught in a pretty rough spot. Caught between 3 defenders now. Lands 1 shot, 18.4 meters. Needs to land 2 more, though, for this to count.
Yeah, and he's still hanging out right by where the spawn is, and he does get taken out right there by Strengths from the long-range rocket. And so only 1 attacking round so far in this map by EP.
In direct contrast to the Colwyn versus Pyrogen match that we saw, where we had 9 attack rounds.
Yeah, at this point, I think we probably had like 7 attack rounds or something like that. Something crazy. That was, man, that was so cool, man. That match was awesome. I'm going to keep saying that for the rest of the day, guys, so get used to it. Lux is missing the jump up there onto the rail. Ooh, I don't know how that rocket didn't hit him, though. Lux is apparently Neo right now.
That's right. He used his one time. It's a little known fact. You only get it once over the course of your entire history of playing Shootmania, where you can just let 1 rocket go through you, and that was his.
It's right on through right there, but it's not enough for him. He does get flanked right there by Zacubus. Smart play right there, and it's going to be up to NVC to try to bring things back a little bit in Dignitas' favor.
And hopefully he can do it soon, because we're getting close to the end now. I mean, just a couple of defensive rounds needed for fnatic at this point. They will be able to seal the deal. So Dignitas needs to turn this around. They need to turn it around right now. Yeah,
they do. They can't, you know, take any more time. They really got to start focusing on these attack rounds here. And NVC, he's jumping around on the top. I like this play, but nonetheless, he does isolate that guy pretty well. He trades, so it's still up in there. He's got plenty of time, but his positioning's decent too here. He's going to try to come around here and isolate the guy on the pole, but that's not the greatest thing to do, because he can kind of just hide behind the pole. But now it's looking like he's going to go for the other guy over here, wherever he may be.
And if you notice, if you actually ping and you ping a person, it pops up with their nameplate rather than just a little tag. Is MVC, oh, he was on the goal, 84% of the way done, but he gets killed. So whenever you're pinging through the tree, you'll see their X's pop up a lot, but if you actually ping and you end up hitting the player, their nameplate will pop up. So that's why they're doing that. They're not doing that because, like, oh, there could be a person there through the trees. They're doing it as kind of a cheap way to find out, oh, there actually is someone there.
Yeah, to figure out exactly where they are through the shrubs and whatnot. And here we have Strengths. He's trying to do that same sneaky strategy that we saw, I believe it was Zacubus do earlier, but he wasn't able to make the jump, and sometimes that can be pretty frustrating. But nonetheless, he's not in too bad of a situation right here. They could have easily constricted onto him and made it a bad situation right there, but they didn't, and they decided to play a little bit more passive here, and who knows if that'll pay off. I mean, it's still anyone's round right now, but Zacubus does land. Whoa!
Wow, fantastic.
Okay, that was quick. I think, was that like a rocket and then like a laser? Or I don't even know how he just died right there. Got a little bit of glare on the screen, so I can't see everything. But nonetheless, Zacubus here, he's going to actually choose to go down into the caves right now, which is interesting. I guess he made it through pretty quickly, so they're not going to be able to rotate in time. Although, never mind, Yeepy is right there waiting for him, and Luxus was behind him. So that's like right there is really why you never really want to go in the underground. It's very situational that you would ever really want to do that, but that's like a perfect example of what can happen and what usually will happen if you choose to take that path.
And for the next 3 rounds, fnatic is on map point, so either of the 2 attack rounds that'll pop up or the defensive round in between, fnatic just needs one of those in order to take home this first victory.
Yeah, it's looking good for fnatic, and I really do. I'm starting to wonder if we're going to have 4 2-0s today, and that would be very interesting, but you know, we can't count these guys from Dignitas out. They made it this far. EP's getting owned right now, and NVC and Zacubus just dealt with him pretty easily right there.
Good job, but it comes down to fnatic. He has to land this attack round right here where all hope is lost. No, actually, Dignitas will just go down 0-1, and we'll have to go to a second map.
Yep, and fantastic. All right, gets hit twice by the spam. That is just so brutal. That's going to kill their morale, man. I'm telling you right now, if he can't somehow find a way to bring this round back, I'm going to call the 2-0 for fnatic.
Wow. All right. Both predictions coming up from Ryan. We'll see what happens here. And fnatic, of course, has to go back a very, very long way.
Yeah. He's already wasted so much time here. It's going to be so hard for him to win this round right now, but he's got to make something happen for Dignitas, or else, you know, like I said, the 2-0 is coming, man. I can feel it.
It was a really weird time to jump into those spam rockets, too, because usually if you just go right away, you can sometimes get in front of them. If you wait for a really long time, you'll get around the back of them, but he kind of just waited for about half a second and then went forward at exactly the time when his when all those rockets were hitting.
Yeah, so that's an interesting choice on his part. And it sucks that had to happen on the last round, and he does end up getting taken out by EP, so fnatic wins the first map right there.
All right. Well, there we go, guys. That is going to be our first map here of this best of 3. Of course, this is our 3rd of 4 best of 3s that we're actually going to be doing today. So we're still on the air for a while. Never fear. Lots of Shootmania action coming.
We got one more after this. It's Infused versus 4 Kings. That's going to be the last quarterfinal. And it looks like we are going to go right into the next map here. Have they already chosen? And it does look like they have chosen.
No. Okay, so this was just the automatic next one, but they have already chosen. They're actually going to Rust.
They are going to Rust. Okay, so we get to see another Rust. So the Euros, I guess, they like the Rust. Made by ID.
Everyone was picking Breach on Monday, and I love Breach.
I know. There was
so
a lot
cool.
of Breach on Monday. You know, people just swinging around like Tarzan. It's always interesting to watch. But I guess these guys are, you know, favoring Rust a little bit more today.
Yeah.
And this is a great map too, you know.
I agree, definitely. I mean, I don't want to put this one down. I just like cheap theatrics on maps. So watching people like swing through with the grappling hook is always fun.
Yeah, totally agreed.
But it looks like, guys, we're ready to jump into this game. The countdown has finished up.